This is Brad Tork with Engelnook Cranberry here in Wisconsin Rapids. We've got 33 acres of cranberries. About half of it is GH1s and the other half is Stevens right now. And we've been using the Hortau system for, I believe, about 5 years now, and it's been a great tool in the toolbox. Yes, the automation we have on half of it on our upper marsh has been tremendous. Allows us to turn pumps on from a distance, and obviously they shut off when we want them to. The monitoring system, the tensiometers that we use out there allow us to irrigate bed by bed. So like this morning we turned on, I think we only turned 2 beds on instead of all 10. So I manage the beds on an individual basis because we have Hortau as a monitoring system. The big thing from the automation end of things, this spring was our first year using the automation for frost watch, and that was tremendous, especially because the upper marsh that we have here are all GH1s, and I feel they need to be drier during the springtime when they come out of dormancy, and when the frost alarm goes off, the pump fires up. Because we don't have anybody living on the property, we all live off-site. We can drive in. This pump is up and running already. We come in, check things out, and then the nice part is after it hits a certain temperature, it shuts back down. And there's some nights that it'll cycle 3, 4, 5 times. Some nights it has to run all night, but that's a huge benefit for how much water ends up being applied during the springtime when I want to be drying things out as we're coming into the growing season. And this was the first year, like I said, we had the automation system. So it goes off, but I get a text message when it sends the signal to fire up, and then I get a second text message when it has fired up successfully. So I know as I'm getting in my truck from home that it's now up and running. And if it fails, I know that it fails because it sends another text message. If we lose connection, even like here in the middle of the day, if something's not talking to each other correctly, I get those messages as well. And so there is still a trust factor, but we still come out every single time that it goes off. And just because you can start it from a distance doesn't mean you can't come and check it. We probably during the growing season and from an irrigation standpoint, the best part is, we don't have to be here to shut the pump off. That's for us with the few businesses that we have, that's kind of nice. We don't have to have somebody here to come back and shut the pump off. But having the right people out working with growers has been key. I signed up last year for the big package of having somebody out here installing it. And for me, it's important because this isn't the only thing we do. So from a management standpoint, that's really great. And they're continuing to come out with new products, and I don't have everything that's new. We do have a weather station, which is real nice. But the biggest thing that we've improved on is the automation system, and that part is probably the biggest attribute that we've had in the last couple of years.